Hello students, welcome to my channel Rishit Academy. In this video I am going to start a new chapter called matrices for intermediate first year. Okay, first I will be explain you some theory concepts, important theory concepts. Then after that I will start doing the problems. Okay, we will see what is a matrix actually. So matrix is simply an arrangement of various elements in rows and columns. That's it. See here, I have took three examples here to explain clearly what is a matrix. See, in first example also you can see I have arranged all these elements in rows and columns. Right? See here, this is my first row, row 1, row 2 and row 3. 3 rows and how many columns are there? This is my first column, C1, C2 and C3. So what I did here I have arranged the elements in rows and columns and I have enclosed them in a rectangular brackets. Right? So even curved brackets are also acceptable. Okay? So we can keep rectangular or either this curved brackets, but mostly we use rectangular brackets. So okay, understood. So this is what a matrix is. Now see, how do we denote these matrices? See, we denote the matrices with any capital letter. For example, here I am taking A. So let A is the matrix, right? Now we'll see order of this matrix. What is order of matrix? Order is nothing but how many total number of rows and columns present in the given matrix. For example, in this, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, right? And columns 1, 2, 3. So this is the order of 3 number of rows cross 3, right? 3 cross 3. We pronounce this multiplication sign as cross. Okay, we pronounce this as cross, right? So the order of this matrix A is what? 3 cross 3. And where do we write that? Right side bottom corner. Here we'll write 3 cross 3. So what is this first 3 represents? It is number of rows. And second 3 represents here number of columns. Okay. Right. Similarly, suppose one more matrix I took here. I'll name this as B matrix. Now tell me what is the order of this B matrix. See, if you observe here, how many rows I have here? R1 and R2, right? 2 rows and here C1, C2 and C3. So 3 columns. So here first I should write number of rows. How many rows are there? 2. 2 rows and cross 3 columns. This is the order of my matrix B. Okay. Similarly, suppose this is my third matrix called C. So in this, what is the order of this matrix? Simply 2 cross 2. Right? In this way, we will represent the order of the given matrix. Okay. So now we will see about these elements. I said now this is matrix is what? Matrix is arrangement of various elements. I said now. See, these are all the elements of the matrix 1, 5, 9, 2, 3, 6, 8, 4, 7. These are all the elements of the given matrix A. Right. So these elements inside the matrix can be either numbers or functions. Okay. Now, so how can we find the position of these elements? Position of elements. So now I will show you how to find the position of these elements. See here, same example. I'll take this matrix A here. 1, 5, 9, 2, 3, 6, 8, 4, 7. Okay, so this is the matrix. Here each element has its own address like this. This is present in first row and first column, isn't it? See, this is my first row, second row, and this is third row. C1 first column, second column, this is my third column. If you observe, 1 is present at first row and first column. What about this 5? 5 is in first row and second column, means A first row and second column, right? First we'll write row number, second term is represents the column number. Okay, similarly this third element 9, what is the address of that? That is present at A first row and third column. Okay, similarly this one, what is the address of this 2 means? 2 is present in first row, A 2, right? Second row and first column. Similarly 3, second row and second column. This one, A second row and third column, right? Similarly 8 is present at address A third row first column, A third row second column, A third row third column. So in this way we will find the address of each element of a given matrix. Okay, how do we write the general form? Suppose A is my matrix and the elements will be A, I, J, right, and M cross N. So this is the general form of representation of any matrix. Okay, here I means what? Just now I said row number, J means column number, here M means number of rows, and N number of columns, right? So this is the general form of representation of any matrix. Okay, now in matrix B, please tell me in the comment box, write the element address. What is the element present in A12? Can you tell me? In matrix B, A12. If you observe, first row, second column, first row, second column. So answer is -5. Right? Understood? Similarly, A 2, 2, if I say. So what is the element in the matrix B? 2, 2. Second row, second column. This one, 4. Right? So in this way, we can find the position of each element inside the given matrix. Right? Okay. So next topic, we'll see the different types of matrices we have. So here I will be explaining you different types of matrices. See, what is the first type of matrix here? So first type is row matrix. So row matrix means what? In which only one row and many columns. If you observe in this matrix, suppose I am naming this matrix as A. So how many rows are there in this? So this is my row, one row, but columns are C1, C2, C3, C4. Columns are there, 4 columns are there, but only one row is there. So such type of matrix is called row matrix. One more example if you want, I can explain. See, suppose this is B matrix. In this, if you take like this 1, 5, 7. also only one row, but you have three columns, right? So order of this matrix is first one 1 cross 4, here 1 cross 3, right? So all these are row matrices, okay? Only one row and many columns, okay? Now, the second type is column matrix. In column matrix, just opposite to the row matrix. Column matrix means what? The matrix with only one column and many rows. That's it. So if you observe here, one more matrix I have taken one example C. In this, how many columns are there? Only one column, C1. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So if I have only, see 4 rows, but I have only one column, right? So only one column means column matrix. Similarly, only one row means row matrix. So one more example you can take like this. So 1, 7, 5, anything. So here also you have order of this matrix is 3 cross 1. Only one column. Therefore, this is a matrix. Now the third type of matrix is null or zero matrix. The name itself suggests zero. Zero means what? A matrix in which all elements are zero. That's it. So here I took some example. Suppose this is my matrix D. In matrix D, if you observe, inside the matrix all elements are zeros. No matter the order of this matrix, but the element should be all zeros. Even I can take 3 cross 3 matrix, anything. See, one more example. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, anything. 0, 0. Right. The order of this matrix is 2 cross 4. But even this is also a null matrix or zero matrix. Why? Because all the elements are zeros. Right? Chalo. Now we'll see the next type of matrix. The next type is the horizontal matrix. The name itself suggests see. Horizontal means what? So horizontal line. When we call the horizontal line, horizontal lines will be like this. Okay. These are my horizontal lines. So the matrix which looks like this horizontal line, so those are horizontal matrix. If you observe here, a matrix that has more columns and less rows. See here. How many columns we have here? C1, C2, C3, C4. 4 columns, but only 2 rows. Right? So therefore it looks like a horizontal line, right? This matrix looks like horizontal, right? So therefore this is a horizontal matrix. Then comes next type is vertical matrix, right? Vertical. So obviously the matrix should look like this vertical line, right? So when do the matrix look like this? If the matrix has more rows and less columns, obviously. See here how many rows I have? 1, 2, 3 rows, right? Here columns are only 2, therefore it looks like a horizontal line, right? Therefore this is a column matrix. Okay. Now comes the sixth type, square matrix. Square matrix means obviously it should look like a square, means a matrix that has equal number of rows and columns. Okay. In a given matrix, if rows and columns are equal, then that is said to be the square matrix. This is very, very important, right? So you should remember this. Here, what is the order of this matrix? 2 cross 2. For this one, second example I took, order of this matrix is 3 cross 3. Here the number of rows and columns should be equal. That type of matrix are called square matrix. Okay, right. Now we'll see next type of matrix. Here the seventh one, diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means the first condition is for the diagonal matrix it should be a square matrix. Compulsory diagonal matrix means it should be a square matrix and all the non-diagonal elements are zeros. See here, diagonal means what? I think you know that. This is my diagonal. You take any square. So what is the diagonal of this square? Obviously this is my diagonal, right? So here also the diagonal elements. So these are my diagonal elements. Okay. So apart from the diagonal elements, every element should be zero. Right? Such type of matrix is called diagonal matrix. Okay. So first condition is it should be a square matrix. Right? If you observe, the order of this matrix is 3 cross 3. Therefore this is a square matrix. Right? And apart from the diagonal matrix, all other elements are zeros. Therefore this is a diagonal matrix. Okay. Now comes a scalar matrix, 8th one. So all the diagonal elements are same and not equal to 0. So this is also a square matrix. Even scalar matrix is also a square matrix. Right? See here, the order of this is also 3 cross 3. Therefore this is a square matrix. But the only difference in diagonal and scalar matrix is, see, in this the diagonal elements all should be same and non-zero. It should not be 0. The other element should be zeros. But the diagonal elements should all be same. Here 9, 9, 9. All the diagonal elements are same. Okay. So we take one more example. See. 2, 0, 0, 2. So this is my square matrix. Why? Because the order is 2 cross 2. And if you observe the diagonal elements 2, 2, same. So therefore this is a scalar matrix. Okay. So now we'll see the 9th type, unit or identity matrix. Okay. This is also very important. Okay. So this is also same as scalar matrix, but all the diagonal elements are 1 here. Okay. It is denoted by capital letter I. Okay, I have taken here two examples of identity matrix. See, it is denoted by I and the diagonal element should all be 1. Right, here the diagonal elements are all 1. Okay, observe here, this is also square matrix, 3 cross 3 matrix. This is also 2 cross 2 matrix. See here, the diagonal elements are all 1s. 1, 1, 1. So all other elements should be obviously zeros. So such type of matrix are called what? Unit or identity matrix. Okay. Now we'll see the algebra of matrices. Okay. So in this we'll see different operations like addition, when to add two matrices and when to subtract and when to multiply. What are the conditions required to add any two matrices? Right, similarly how to multiply, all these operations we'll see. So one by one. First we'll see the addition of matrices. See, example here I took, but before that the main condition required to add any matrices, for that the order must be same. Right, if you observe here I took one example. See here, the order of my first matrix is 3 rows and 2 columns, isn't it? 3 cross 2. What about the second matrix? Here also the order is 3 cross 2. Right? Since the order of two matrices are equal, it is possible to add these two matrices. Otherwise, we cannot add. Right? This is very important, the condition. The order must be equal, then only we can add. Okay. How do we add this? We'll add the first element will be added with the second matrix's first element. Corresponding elements will be added. So this 3 plus 2. Similarly, this 2 plus 6. Right. Here second element added with the second element of second matrix, right? Similarly 1 plus 3, 4 minus 2, right? 9 plus 5, 5 plus 6, right? The resultant matrix order is also, if you observe here, I'll get 3 cross 2 only. Okay, so the main point is you should remember that the order should be equal to add any matrices. Okay, now we'll see the properties of addition matrix. The first property is commutative property. Commutative property means what? A plus B is equal to B plus A. Means in either way we can add the two matrices, right? First we can add A plus B, that will be equal to B plus A, right? You can take any example and you will try, you will definitely get the equal answer, same answer you will get, right? Similarly, associative property, I think you know, A plus B plus C. If you take three matrices, right, first you add two of them and the resultant you should add with third, that will be equal to, right, last two matrices that is added to the first one, right? These properties I think you already learnt in your previous classes. You take any example, take three matrices of same order is important. So take three matrices of same order and try this, you will definitely get equal answer, right? Then what is identity? Identity means nothing but for the given matrix what I should add to get the same matrix, right? Means what? See, suppose normal number is there, any natural number, suppose 5 is my natural number, so what I should add to get the same 5 here? So obviously if I add 0 to that, I get the same number. So this is my additive identity. Okay, so 0 is my additive identity. So here also, if suppose A is a matrix of order 2 cross 2, then the 0 matrix should also be 2 cross 2. 0 matrix means what? Null matrix. Suppose this is my 1, 2, 3, 4 plus what will be the 0 matrix? 0 means all zeros, but the order should be same 2 cross 2, right? If you add these two, what will you get? Again you get 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1 plus 0 is 1, 2 plus 0 is 2, 3 plus 0 is 3 and 4 plus 0 is 4, that's it. So this is my 0 is the 0 matrix or null matrix is the identity, additive identity, right? Now additive inverse. Inverse means what here? What I should add to get 0 matrix, right? Suppose A is the given matrix, for that what I should add to get 0? For example, same example if I take, see, natural number if I take 5, then what I should add to this 5 to get the answer 0 means obviously negative of this number, right? Plus 5 minus 5 gets cancelled, I will get 0. So here also, what is the additive inverse? Minus of that matrix, right? Example, same example I take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should take minus 1, right? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. If I add these two, what I'll get? I'll get 0. Means 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then next, what is the next operation I get? The next operation is subtraction. Subtraction is also same. The only difference here is we need to subtract the corresponding elements. Okay. See, here I took one example. Here also the condition is same. The order of the matrix should be same. Then only we can do this operation, subtraction operation also. Okay. Subtraction, for subtraction operation also we need the order same. Okay. The first corresponding element of first matrix subtracted with the first element of the second matrix. Okay, 5 minus 3 is 2 and 7 minus 6 is 1 and 9 minus of minus 1 is 9 minus 1, this will become, sorry, this is 1, this will become 10. So here 2 minus 3 is 2 minus 3 is minus 1. That's it. See, the resultant order matrix is also same, 2 cross 2. Okay. So but the property, if you see here, A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Right? You can take any example and you check it. Take the same example if you want, you can do cross check. First what we did here, we did A minus B. Now we will do B minus A here. So first 3, 6, minus 1 and 3 minus A 5, 7, 9, 2. So what will get here? First corresponding element 3 minus 5. How much will get? 3 minus 5, then 6 minus 7, here minus 1 minus 9, and here you will get 3 minus 2. The resultant matrix is minus 2, minus 1, minus 10, and here 1. So obviously you will not get same result. Okay. So therefore A minus B is not equal to B minus A. So the next type is, now we will see the scalar multiplication. Scalar means simply any constant number multiplied by the given matrix. In this what we should do? We should multiply this constant number with each and every element of the matrix. For example, here I took the scalar number as 5, that is multiplied with this matrix element 1, 4, 3 minus 2. So what we should do? We should multiply this 5 with this 1 as well as with this 4 and 3 and with minus 2. Right, that's it. This is my resultant matrix. The resultant matrix order will also be the same. Okay. See, one property is K into A plus B is equal to KA plus KB. Means what? If I am having two matrices A and B, right? First I'll add those two matrices and I'll multiply those matrices, the resultant matrices, with a constant K. That will be equal to, if I individually multiply K with A matrix and K with B matrix, and if I add those two matrices also, I'll get the same result. Okay, you can take any example and you can do this type of problem. See, if you have any doubts, you can comment me and solve those doubts. Okay. Chalo, now we will see the important, very important operation, that is multiplication, matrix multiplication. This is somewhat complicated, but practice few problems of matrix multiplication, then it will be easier for you. Okay. So operation is matrix multiplication. See the condition here. When can I multiply two matrices? See, here the order is important. See here, suppose I am having a matrix A of order m cross n and a matrix B of order p cross q. So when I can multiply means the first matrix number of columns should be equal to the second matrix number of rows. Then only I can multiply. For example, suppose there is a matrix A of order 3 cross 2, right, and matrix B of order 2 cross 4. Is it possible to multiply these two matrices? Means I should check here. See the column. See, this is row, number of rows. Here this is number of columns. See, the number of columns of first matrix should be equal to number of rows of the second matrix. Here 2 is equal to 2. Therefore, yes, it is possible to multiply these two matrices. And what will be the order of the resultant matrix? AB. After multiplying, what will be the order of this? Means the remaining one. See, this 2, 3 cross 4. the resultant matrix order will be, after multiplication I'll get this order 3 cross 4. Okay. Chalo, here I took one simple example. Afterwards in exercise problems we'll do so many problems based on this multiplication matrix. So at that time it will be easier for you, right? So here I took one easy example problem. See, here I took two matrices of order 2 cross 2. So first, if you observe, the number of columns of first matrix is equal to number of rows of second matrix. Therefore 2 is equal to 2. Therefore I can multiply. Multiplication is possible for these two matrices, right? So now how to multiply this? See, this first row elements you should multiply with this first columns elements of second matrix. How? See, first 1 into 5, right, plus 0 into minus 3. This will give my first elements A11. Similarly, same, this first rows elements of this first row should be multiplied with this elements of this second column, means 1 into 2 plus 0 into 1. Okay, this will give my A1 2, right? Means row should be fixed. Here 1 1, here 1 2, right? Row should be fixed. Similarly, how do I get this columns? A21, isn't it? And this one is A22. Means what? Now I should take second row's element multiplied with this first columns of second matrix. Means 2 into 5 plus 3 into minus 3. Right? Then this one A22 means what? Second row's elements multiplied by second columns second matrix, right? 2 2s are 4 plus 3 1s are 3. So 1 5s are 5 plus 0, 1 2s are 2 plus 0, 2 5s are 10, 3 3s are minus 9. So 2 2s are 4, 3 1s are 3. If you add this 5, 2, 10 minus 9 is 1 and 4 plus 3 is 7. See the resultant matrix, the remaining one, 2 and 2 cross 2 I get. Okay, this is in this way. Don't worry about this. We'll definitely do a lot of problems based on this multiplication. Then it will be easier for you, right? For time being, try to adjust with this problem. I'll definitely explain many problems. Okay, now we'll see the properties of this matrix multiplication. Here, commutative property, A into B is not equal to B cross A, B into A. Right, A into B is not equal to B into A. See why? Because if you see here, you can take this example which I explained you. See, A is of matrix 3 cross 2 and B is of matrix 2 cross 4. Here it is possible if I do A cross B. But if I do the same B cross A, what happens? First matrix B is of order what? 2 cross 4, right? Multiplied by A is of order what? 3 cross 2. See, first if you observe, these columns of first matrix should equal to the rows of the second matrix. Then only we can, multiplication is possible. But here if you observe, it is not equal. So therefore, this is also one reason where A cross B will not be equal to B cross A. Okay. Then comes associative. Associative is possible. A cross B into cross C is equal to A cross B cross C. Okay. First we are multiplying these two, and after that we are multiplying that with C. Here first we are multiplying B into C, then the resultant we are multiplying it A. Okay. Therefore this is possible. Similarly, identity. Here identity is what we should multiply to get the same matrix. Yeah, identity matrix. I explained you na unit matrix and identity matrix. What was that? I. It is denoted by I. 2 cross 2, 1 0 0 1. The diagonal elements will be 1. Right, 2 cross 2. Similarly, for 3 cross 3 identity matrix is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Right, diagonal matrix are all 1. So when you multiply with this any matrix, with this identity matrix, you will get the same matrix. This is important. You should remember this. Any matrix multiplied with this identity matrix, you will get the same matrix. Right? And then comes distributive law. Distributive law is also applicable for this. What is the distributive law? I think we already studied this in your previous classes. A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. Similarly, A plus B into C is equal to A into C plus B into C. This you can take any example, 3 matrices, and you try this, you will definitely get the same answer. Right? Your textbook problems, will start doing your textbook problem. First question, if matrix A equal to 1 2 3 4, B equal to 3 8 7 2 and 2x plus A is equal to B, then find x. Right? So how do we find x matrix? So if you observe, the given matrix is A, B, right? So see what I will do here. X plus A is equal to B. This is the condition he gave, right? Then we should find the matrix A. 2x plus A equal to B means from this, if I transpose the A matrix that side, what happens? It will become B minus A, right? Then if I transpose this to this side, here it is in multiplication, right? When this comes right hand side, what happens? We get divided 1 by 2 of B minus A. So first I'll find B minus A value, subtraction of two matrices. First I'll write B value, B matrix 3 8 7 2 minus A matrix is 1 2 3 4. Subtraction means what? First corresponding elements. This first with first, 3 minus 1 is 3 minus 1 and 8 minus 2, 7 minus 3 and 2 minus 4. So what I get here? 2, 6, 4 and minus 2. Okay. So this is the value of B minus A. So again what I should do? Now if you see here, this is scalar multiplication. 1 by 2 multiplied with this matrix means what? I should multiply this half with each and every element of this matrix. So this will become 2 by 2. I'll get 1 here, right? Similarly, 6 by 2 is 3. Also 4 into 1 by 2 is 2. Similarly, 1 by 2 into minus 2 is minus 1. So this is the resultant matrix X. Right? So if you have any doubts, please comment me, and if you really like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends, and do write comments to me. And mostly I'll cover all the questions from your textbook. So wait for my next video, and please do subscribe and write me comments, and don't forget to like the video. Right? Thank you for watching my video.